Welcome back. In today's fast-paced and often unpredictable world, many of us grapple with anxiety about what the future holds. Whether it's concerns about our careers, payment of debts, retirement, personal life, or just global issues, the fear is sometimes overwhelming. We've invited executive coach Alistair Albram, who is here to share his expertise on how we can manage these fears and cultivate a mindset that allows us to face the future with confidence and hope. Alistair, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Now, Alistair, can you please just explain to me why the fear of the future is just so prevalent, especially in today's society?
Definitely. I would start by saying, firstly, the future, because it's unknown, is why people are fearful of it. Secondly, with this fast-paced environment that we live in now, information that is coming towards us is sped up exponentially. So on an unconscious level and a conscious level, you are having to filter so much more information in a shorter span of time. So all this information rushing at an individual can lead to a lot of unnecessary or non-positive responses in terms of that.
It seems as if you've already highlighted different factors that can contribute to one's anxiety when they are looking to the future. What are some of those factors that we can further delve deeper into?
Well, number one, I think we're all very much aware of social media and what information we're allowing into our universe and our environment. So about that awareness about what am I allowing in, what am I doing with the technology, and how am I responding to the information that I need to filter in order for me to predict my outcome and my behavior to the rest of the world.
And uncertainty also seems to be a common thread that we experience when looking at anxiety. Can you change that uncertainty to work for you positively and kind of embrace the anxiety and uncertainty?
So uncertainty is part of life. Essentially, all you can do is you can equip yourself and be as flexible as possible. Obviously, be aware that uncertainty is on its way, but you are more at peace when you know that you have the necessary skills to conduct yourself in the environment that you're in.
Breaking down that thought frame, because there's also kind of a juxtaposition between the two, that change is something constant.
100%.
For me, yeah.
Yes, 100%. And change is constant. And that's also what stimulates us and allows us to be flexible and to grow as individuals. Okay. So I think if you appreciate the change, not necessarily embrace it, but prepare yourself, have the necessary rest on a physiological aspect so that you can adapt to whatever the environment throws at you or is handed to you. And then also upskill yourself so that you know, okay, I have the necessary tools in my toolkit that I can address whatever environment or situation I'm faced with.
Yeah, and breaking down just those tools that you speak of, what would be some of those practical techniques and practical exercises that one can do when they are feeling a little overwhelmed?
Definitely. So your very, very simple ones would start off with breathing and meditation. Yeah. What can you do in a 30-second break or a minute break to yourself? But most importantly, I would say is definitely a good night's rest. Try and get as much as 8 hours sleep in at night. Get off your screen, get off your phone, and essentially just rest and go into REM so that you are charged for the next challenge that will be presented to you the next day.
And as a coach, Alistair, what advice then would you give the younger generation who might not have the experience to deal with these anxiety, the fear, and being able to overcome and still continue and embrace the change?
Yes. So the advice that I would give to anybody is to be self-aware. What information am I allowing into my world and how am I going to respond to it? When you know self, you're able to control how you are triggered and the correct response to the external environment. It's when you're unsure that you possibly respond in a way that is not positive to the rest of the world around you.
As we continue this conversation, as much as we might not be certain of what's to come, the future, but you have full control over yourself.
100%.
You have full control over your own personal reactions to what happens around you, and then you're able to operate from a more knowledge-based place.
Correct. And once you're aware of what your triggers are or how you're going to respond to certain environments, then you can almost predict what your outcome will be and control your environment.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Alistair. You always come through with short, punchy, powerful answers to get us straight to where we need to go.
Such an honor to be here. Thank you.
Now remember, while the future may be uncertain, we have the power to shape our responses and face it with courage and resilience. Look, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it's okay to live in the now and take life one day at a time.